What's good, YouTube? It's your boy P Money. So we got a developing story out here in Tucson, right where I live, at the school, the elementary school, that happens to be right down the street from where I stay at. These three disgusting individuals decided that because the one wearing I don't know if that's a white or a pink shirt, we're going to go with pink. He decides that because the school had his son not be able to attend because they are following COVID protocols, and he had been asked to be in quarantine. Well, his father decided to take it into his own hands and decide to threaten the principal of the school and pretty much threatening her that other men were coming. As you can see, the man in the middle, who's still remains nameless, I believe. I know he's some sort of small business owner here at like a coffee shop somewhere in town. And I don't drink coffee, so he would never receive any business from me because he is, to me, a threat to this community. You know what I'm saying? As you can see in his hands, he has military grade zip ties, and he was ready to use those against the principal for this and this other man. He's also recording on his social media accounts the encounter, and I've yet to see that video anywhere, obviously, because they're trying to clean up this man's image. They're trying to clean up all three of these man's images, like they put out, oh, this guy's a small business owner. That shit does not matter to me. This dude was a threat to not only the principal, but also the students this past Thursday that were in that school. We don't know what type of tactics these fools could have committed. You know what I'm saying? And it brings up a very big question about the education system when it comes to the elementary on up to high school. Why do these schools not have a security team or a law enforcement agency that mans these schools? Why is that not happening? Why do all the universities and the colleges here have police forces, and our schools, who are supposed to be the future of the city, right, and the community, right? Why is this not an issue? Like, I'm seeing these articles from mainstream media here in town, and none of them are really holding as much accountable as they should be. Like, I hold the Vail School District accountable for the actions of these three. This should never be able to happen in the elementary school, ever. If this type of thing doesn't happen at the schools, at the universities and the colleges, I don't understand how this would not be a problem. Security needs to be something that should be paid for by either the colleges or some other way, the government. That should be allocated money from the government. I know there's all these relief funds that these schools and colleges have been getting. Why is that not a thing? We understand that people are going to be not at their best right now because of what's happening with the pandemic. Right now, white supremacy is at an all-time high. This is a clear example of that, where this man who threatened the principal went to jail and was released very quickly. I want to say the sentence that they gave him would only have him in jail for 30 days. When this dude is a threat to the future of the community. And this country wonders why it's looking like it's in shambles right now. The entire world sees how America is crumbling, man. Like, racism and white supremacy are showing and proving time and again to be an utter failure. You know what I'm saying? This is terrible. And I will definitely be holding these organizations accountable because my kids, my two daughters, are in the Vail School District. And I am a concerned father for men that act in this manner. I will not tolerate men who act in this manner. This dude is also should be looked at that he ain't doing something crazy to his son. In my opinion, this dude is a maniac, and these two are also maniacs, in my opinion, and they should suffer massive consequences. I did read in the articles that I read that are almost all the same, you know, same, almost word for word, just a different person, you know, as the author of that. So it just proves that these guys don't write their own articles. They're already given like written statements basically, and they're just told to publish it. You know what I'm saying? It's disgraceful, man. This community does not need this type of situation happening on the regular. It's not okay. There is no way to make this a justifiable thing over having to follow COVID protocols. Do you not care for your child's fellow students, the teachers who are teaching them? Like, I don't see what the issue is. I mean, if you don't agree with it, you could be like how I am and be homeschooling my kids, because this is a great example to show and prove that that is the best avenue to be teaching your kids right now, especially for Black people, because of incidents like this. You know what I'm saying? This is a beautiful instance where I can share with my family to have them understand the situation that they are in. You know what I'm saying? I don't want them going through a situation like this. That's traumatizing for kids. That's something that they may live with their entire lives. And that's not okay. You know what I'm saying? So these people who are looking like kidnappers, what the hell were they going to do with the principal? Were they just going to continue to record on social media and what? Pledge that your son must be back in school or nothing, like, so nothing will happen to this woman? Or what was this? Like you wanted some ransom or something? Like, what is this? This looks like an attempted robbery type deal with these three men. And I don't even call them men. They're cowards because they were going after a woman. If the principal wouldn't have been a woman, I bet you they would not be like this. They wouldn't have done that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a lot of cowards who are posing as white supremacists. You know what I'm saying? And these three are cowards. Like, these people should be off the streets right now. They should not be able to be around anyone, let alone their families, because they could be putting them in danger. You know what I'm saying? It's just disgusting to see this type of stuff going on in this city with men like this. It's disgraceful. Vail's supposed to be one of the better schools in the city, but you got this going on. So this is a stain. So the Vail School District must be held accountable. These three men must be held accountable. You know? And it's just that simple. And I challenge a white supremacist to come over here and try to justify what these men did on my channel. Come and try to justify it. Because you know you can't. You cowards who come in my comment section that are white supremacists, all you can do is talk nice because you can't find the words that will justify this nonsense. Because that's what this is. Nonsense. You know? You can't justify this. Nobody can. But I know there'll be some people that try because you're a white supremacist. And that's what you guys do. But hey, It is what it is, man. These three cowards should be in prison right now. No questions asked. I know that the principal does plan to pursue legal action against these three men, but at the very least, they shouldn't be out in public right now pulling hostile acts like this. They are a problem to the community, and they must be held accountable, and they will be held accountable. But I don't really have too much else on this one. I'll have a plethora of articles that you guys can read in the description box about these three cowards. And that's all I got for y'all. Tell me what you guys think. White supremacists, tell me what you think. And I'm off this.